Good morning, everybody. So today's session number 469, and very welcome to you. So let me start by asking you a question like I usually do. My question today is, my question for the day is, what are you going to contribute to the world? You are a unique, wonderful, magnificent, extraordinary human being on this planet. What will be your contribution to this world? आप दुनिया को क्या दे सकते हैं? So that's the thought for you to dwell on today. And that's something which I want you to think on today. What is it that you can contribute to the world by your unique presence on this planet? आप एक विचित्र प्राणी हो, इस दुनिया को क्या अर्पित करोगे? I mean, the thought to dwell on is कि भाई we have come here to take something or we have come here to give something. Suppose you have come here to fulfill a task, you know. Suppose you have been given birth on this planet to fulfill a mission. Then if you start following that mission and you start executing that mission, you will get everything that you require to fulfill that mission. अगर आप कुछ करना चाहते हो जीवन में, तो उसको करने के लिए आपको जो कुछ चीजें चाहिए वो आपको मिल जाएंगी. But if you don't want to do anything, you just want to survive and you want to only take, you know. So the question to ask yourself is, will you get anything only for the sake of you getting it? Or will you get something because you want to do something with it? आप अगर सिर्फ लेना चाहते हो, तो क्योंकि आप लेना चाहते हो तो इसीलिए आपको मिलेगा, या बिकॉज आप कुछ लेके उससे कुछ करना चाहते हो इसके लिए आपको मिलेगा? So what do you think about that? So let me repeat, you are here on a unique mission. If you know what that mission is and you start working on it, you will get everything that you require to fulfill that mission. That if you require to be very rich to fulfill that mission, you will be rich. You will have money to do something with it. So the interesting thing to look into it, hello, what do I want to give to the world? What is so special about me that I can contribute to this planet and to the people who live here? Because if you have something to give, then you will get everything that you require so that you can give it. People will appear, money will appear, support will appear, everything that you need will appear. If you require a life partner to fulfill your mission, life partner will appear. But if you have no mission, if your mission only is कि मुझे तो कैसे भी survive करना है, I have to survive, that's all I'm here for. So think about it. If you've been put on this place, you're sent on a mission, survival is not your problem. The person who sent you here, he will take care of your survival, no? So there are many ways to look into it. So that is what I wanted to provoke you to think. Now that you are thinking, would you like to say something about it? I am here with you for another 5 or 10 minutes at the most. After that, I'm going to hand over to some very interesting people. But before I go, I'd certainly like to hear your answer. What do you think? आप यहाँ पर किस लिए आए हो? रेडी करो.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Sir, as I told you earlier, I wish to create a mosquito repeller
Yes.
at a very competitive pricing, so that everyone can afford, including in tribal areas where they are bothered by the mosquito bites and getting these fevers, different type of fevers. So I'm working on that, sir.
Okay, good. So whatever you require. So no, that's one of the things you're working on.
Yeah.
One of them. See, Reddy Garu, you have a mission which you are already fulfilling to some extent.
Sir.
That is why you are able to make a big factory and employ so many people. That's a part of your mission. Now, if you look at your larger mission, so one more project has come out of it, which is that mosquito repellent.
Yes, sir. This is actually bigger project is coming up, sir. This is just for the world.
Right.
This is by contribution to the world.
Right. So you might even make a bigger one. Who knows?
Yeah.
You are here to contribute to the world and you are contributing. So
Yes.
that is why you are getting all the means of money and everything that you require to fulfill that mission.
Yes, sir.
Right? So good. We need more people like you.
Thank you, sir.
Now, hey, who else? Come on, guys. Start thinking. If you can't think, invent. Yes, Kunal.
A very good morning, sir, and all. So the thoughts coming to my mind is I had never ever thought of this thought before, or most of the part of life is gone in survival just to find what's the next. Now the mission, what I have realized recently is that there are many people around me, their lack of having the awareness of who exactly they are, the power, the potential. So the mission what I am making for me to be in this world is to create awareness among the people as a corporate trainer so that I can make a difference in the lives of others and leave a legacy behind. So that's what my intention.
Great. So that's why you're attracting whatever you need to embark on that journey.
Inshallah.
Right? So it's something more than awareness which you wish to spend, to spread. Yeah. And you know what it is. Like the people can have a life of ease and joy. I mean, why am I doing it? So that the world can be a better place. So that the world will have no wars and suffering. So that the world is not heading towards destruction. I mean, the way the world is going today, we are going to destroy ourselves sooner or later. And that's why I'm in this work. So that when people shift out of the survival mode, which makes them behave like animals, then they will all join together to make this world a better place for everybody and to make this planet livable and sustainable. Right? So you are on that mission and we are all partners on it. Right? So
Right.
Thanks for sharing that, Puneet. Yes, Neeti ji. Yeah, please go ahead. After Neeti ji, again, we will have Reddy Garu. What's the matter? You're not able to unmute yourself? Okay, now you can try. You will be able to unmute yourself.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everybody. Sir, in recent days, what has been coming to me is a slight shift in my role. Up until now, I was talking about being the support. Now, what has been coming to me repeatedly is being a solution finder, possibilities, solutions that can be implemented. Whether it is, at a professional level or what level, that is not yet clear. But then, yes, finding solutions that can be implemented and to move on from there. So helping people find solutions.
So your mission in this planet is to help people find solutions.
Yes.
To their problems or whatever it is.
Yes.
Okay, very nice. Nice mission. So you'll get everything that you need to fulfill that mission. And you have it already, isn't it?
Thank you.
All right, great. Thanks for sharing that. Yeah, so who else? Reddy Garu wanted to say something. Go ahead, Reddy Garu.
Sir, I just want to share with you that regarding sustainability, I just completed driving my EV 20,000 kilometers, sir.
Congratulations. EV means electronic vehicle,
Electric vehicle, sir.
electric vehicle. So he drives a electric vehicle every day. All right, great. Thank you very much. Okay. So is that all? So think about that. That's what I wanted to leave you with. So let me now have the pleasure of handing over the quorum to who's taking over? To Vetrivel. So go ahead, Vetrivel.
So can I ask?
Ashwin, you want to add something?
Yeah,
So
see,
I
I
wa-
think Hasina ji
in a
wants
s-
to ask something.
In a small way, I said I'm going to save electricity and water, which I do here because everybody puts on the light and walks away. So I am all the time going behind them, putting them off. So that is one thing I've been doing since I've come here. And even water, the taps are leaking, and I see to it that I put it off.
Okay, very good. So your mission is to save water, save electricity.
Right,
Beautiful.
in a small way.
Yeah, whatever. Yeah, Gautam ji.
Good morning.
Morning.
I'm working with the people in my area, that is for senior citizen welfare. And there are so many people who stay alone. And the government has developed a staying arrangement for senior citizen. And I'm working with them for the welfare. There is 2 units. One is Swapno Bhor and Swapno Snehodaya. Snehodaya is a senior citizen stay. Is a single, basically the single and also couple also staying. They are having so many issues and we are giving the support. Thank you.
Good. Great. Thank you. But still be with the question, everyone. Is that my mission? What is the mission I'm here to fulfill? That's the question. And be with it. Because, if you dwell on it for the next couple of days, you might get more and more insights about what your mission is. If you are in a question to the universe, the question is, please reveal to me what is my mission on this planet. It might get revealed to you. See, I discovered my mission in 1982, and I'm working on that till today, clearly. All right, good. Over to you, Vetrivel.
Good morning, sir. Good morning, everyone. It's such a great, profound question. And obviously, we like to raise our awareness to receive that. What is our mission? Absolutely, universe will help us to find out. And we are equipping ourselves to work towards that. That's called we are all purposeful people. We all got a purpose. Thank you, sir. It's a great thought in the morning. As usual, every day we are all blessed. I just want to. I have an idea to discuss, but before that, I just want to check with the Punenji. Punenji, good morning. I want to see your beautiful smile and any topic you have chosen or any idea.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Today's session, sir has left. Okay.
Yes, yes.
So can I share my slides so that just a reminder for all of us and those who are watching this on YouTube or anywhere else, why exactly we are here?
Beautiful. We'll go this way. Friends, just summary. Kunenji will tell us the purpose and everything with the slide in his own dynamic voice and powerful messages. Then I will pitch in for a small exercise or a discussion. Is that fine with everyone? Can you just show some spiritual? Thank you very much. Kunenji, stage is yours.
Yes, thank you so much, sir. Let me just pull in my slides and just a moment. Let me share my screen. And here you go. Just give me a thumbs up if you can see the screen. Okay, so Welcome once again to Empowering Morning Conversation with Sukhdeepak Malwai. And what do we do here? Just quickly to all of you, if you're watching it for the first time, and for all of us present today in this room. And sir always said that August gathering, just a reminder what exactly we do every morning consistently here in Empowering Morning Conversation. As you can see on the screen, the motto of Sukhdeepak Malwai is stop blaming and start living our life. Because normally we do have a habit of finding reasons why we are not happy. We have the habit of finding something which are creating problems in our life. Sukhdeepak Malwai, the experienced individual who has transformed thousands of lives since last 40 plus years, says that stop blaming and start living. That's the mantra. And what exactly we do to achieve this is we shift from survival to create mode, create mindset. And we ensure through various tools, practices that we dissipate all the negativity whatsoever our mind keeps on telling us, or the environment, the situation, the people to whomsoever we meet during the day-to-day activities or wherever we are. Because negativity is always bombarded wherever we are. But we learn the tools and we prepare ourselves to dissipate negativity. And we are proud to say that we are possibility seeker. And if you join Empowering Morning Conversation every day, you will find the transformation within you. Instead of complaining, blaming, resisting, you will become possibility seekers. And we all are trying here to become possibility seekers. So in any situation, every moment, we find what else is possible to contribute to self, others, and to the humanity. And we do with complete focus and energy. And we learn tools, how to be focused, how to be attentive, and how to use our energy effectively for the benefit of all. And we do with the choices. Sir has taken a session on the difference between choices and decisions. If you happen to join, and if you remember, there's a difference. And we do believe that we have to choose, and without any judgment attaching to that specific moment. So in short, this is what we do every morning with Sukhdeepak Malwai, with the Empowering Morning Conversation. And last but not the least, the ultimate purpose of all of us is to achieve this, what is on the screen. All of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. This is the desire, this is the dreams of all of us, isn't it? So this will only happen when we are open to receive and when we are ready to implement all the tools, all the learning points, what Sukhdeepak Malwai is showing to all of us. So in short, this is what we do every morning consistently without fail, so that we get all of life with complete ease, joy, and glory, and we can contribute something to the humanity, so that when we leave this world, we leave a legacy. So thank you very much for listening and your attention. Now I'll request Mr. Vetrivel Shangumang to take it through the session. What do you say?
Amazing, Gunai-ji. It is so powerful, and we are all so lucky, and we are all so blessed. Thank you for doing this. And from your dynamic voice, when we hear no ease, joy, and glory, it becomes more ease, more joy, more glory. Thank you for adding that more life into life. And I want to give you all a little thought. Just think about it. There are plenty of scriptures have been created, irrespective of the religion. There are millions of self-development books have been written. You tell me all the scriptures, all the self-development books are mean to one person. Who is that? It is all to one particular individual. Who is that? My perception is it is you. If I see from first person, it's for me. So every book is, every scripture is talking about you. What we have to do? We have to reflect upon it. On a spiritual side, they say all great things have been acting as a mirror. You go there, see yourself, you will get some awareness, then you can start working on it. You can start working on yourself. Then life gets transformed. Before getting into the topic, I want Gautamji raised hand. You wanted to say something. Gautamji, you raised hand.
Yes.
Please go ahead. Good morning, Ji. Go ahead, please.
Morning. Absolutely, whatever written for the human, and that is we. That is, you are correct. Absolutely. And if we see that is in our perspective, so it will be, reading will be much more, give the productivity. Like Nanji has mentioned the points, it shows that is a positivity, how I can fight out the situation, can think something out of the box.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much. So the point which I drive is noted. The point I was bringing it is the whole purpose of all books, scriptures, including EMC, is for you, and the purpose is to transform. How we are transforming? We are learning each and every subject. We are raising our awareness, and obviously, we are raising our consciousness. So in that way, we are going to see a particular topic which is very, very important for all of us. And to talk about that, we have a great person again, Mr. Kunenji. I want you to reveal the topic. Over to you.
Oh, thank you so much. I was just thinking about that. So let me share the screen and let's the conversation started by all to look into this and find out what could be the topic. If you can see the screen, give me thumbs up. Yeah. So if you see on the screen, there are images, two individual, and there's a question mark. So what's happening here? And can we resonate this image with ourselves, with our life? Or what's your thought on this image? When you look to this picture, what exactly coming to your mind? And if in any ways this is resonating with you in any ways, then let's do share, so that, as Vetri explained, we do have a purpose, but some ways, somewhere in our journey, we get stuck because of the message what you must be getting in this image. And that's one of the major road blocker or the obstacles or hindrance in our life journey of the purpose of achieving all of life comes to us with ease, joy, and glory. It won't be happening if very frequently we are facing this kind of scenario, what you see on the screen. So let's discuss what exactly the thoughts coming to your mind when you look at this picture, and how do you resonate this with you. So Vetriji, I would like to make the platform session open for the conversation, starting with you.
This resonates with me that me and wife discussing about the future.
Okay. Nitiji?
It's a typical discussion picture, a discussion that is going way out of hand. And now being a member of EMC, I can see visually, I can see the negativity, which is not really drawn there, but yes, it's there in the body language, in the expression, in the gestures. Thank you.
Yeah, and if it happens with someone else near to you, what do you recommend?
Where the tools are concerned, I would say, if I am not the involved party, then my first reaction would be to beam energy. And first is just to send them the positive energy to calm their nerves, calm their mind, and then the positive energy would help them think, reflect more on the communication and take it forward. If I am a party to it, then I need to get back into my create mode and beam energy, do the same thing. So this is what I guess I would also do when I'm in a total 100% default state.
Right. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank
And I remember yesterday or day before, Mr. Sahu was talking about something similar. Mr. Sahu, if you're there, can you come on camera and share your thought? If not, I'll request Hasina ji to share her thought on this image.
What I can see is they are shouting and yelling at each other, arguing. That's what I think is happening in the screen. And if we think twice before speaking, I think lots of things get solved. But we don't think, we just babble out. Thank you.
Yeah. And this reminds me what Sukhdeepak sir says, Hasina ji, you had also mentioned earlier that recently or after attending Empowering Morning Conversation with Sukhdeepak sir, the relationship, your relationship has improved a lot, isn't it?
Oh yes, with my daughter-in-law. Now I don't regard her as a daughter-in-law. She's just literally my daughter. And that has made a lot of difference in our relationship. I must say that.
So what exactly you changed?
All right, I'll tell you. Whenever she spoke, I just discarded without listening. वो तो बोलती है, बोलने दो उसको. That was my attitude towards her. But now I have changed it to say, let me hear what she said. Let me give my ear to her. And that has made a lot of difference. And that makes her feel that I am listening. She does realize that I am listening. It's not what it used to be earlier. And there is a great difference. There is a great difference, I must say. This has literally changed my life and my relationship with her. And we are so happy at home now together. Earlier, I would think whether I go out or she goes out. But now I miss her when she goes out. This is the transformation that has happened after EMC.
Great. Friends, give a big round of applause to Hasina ji for this wonderful achievement. And this has happened just because of little shift in her thought process, which she could get it from the learning points and the techniques and the tools by attending Empowering Morning Conversation with Sukhdeepak Malwai. You can imagine the life, you can imagine the happiness, you can imagine the joy, you can imagine the ease, what she's having now.
Absolutely, absolutely, I must say.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Hasina ji. Wish you all good luck. And
Thank
I'm
you, sir.
sure you will keep on getting more happiness, more joy, and complete ease in your life every moment. So let's,
Thank you, sir.
thank you, ma'am. Let's listen from Sahu, and then we will request Abhinav ji also to share his thought. So Sahu ji, over to you.
Sir, in this particular situation, both are lose control. They don't have any control because it happens to me as well. So whenever one lose control, they cannot imagine, means what they are doing, they don't know. Correct, sir? So the biggest challenge for me, the thing is that how to control, means what to do. One thing in my mind always coming, be silent. We will see afterwards, because this is not the condition. Neither the counterparts wants to hear, in a situation to hear. So better you keep silent. Let show whatever he is doing, she is doing. Let him do, and let's cool down the situation, and we'll think over this. We'll react. That is a different thing, but we will think over this. This is my point of view, sir.
Yeah, thank you, Sahuji. And if you must have listened what Hasina ma'am told, the relationship with the daughter-in-law, so she changed the thought just by thinking that instead of daughter-in-law, daughter. So if you look or think deeply, there's a change in the thought from something to love and compassion by thinking that the person is same like me, wonderful, magnificent, and extraordinary individual, and also he or she is going through the same struggles, same challenges like me or like others. So if we shift our thought and going more deeply, what normally I do is that I try to find the God within the person. We all are created by God. So if we change our thought a little bit, Sahuji, and start looking from the love, compassion, empathy, be in the allowance, as Sukhdeepak sir always use this word, you will realize that your thought process got changed. And then automatically your behavior will be different. So what do you think about this?
Correct, sir. What you are telling, that is correct, but it will take a long time to change the mindset. That is my view. So people should think over this, means, and also I think about it, and I have to act on this, because otherwise life is relation is deteriorating. That is what I have seen it.
Yeah, and if you have listened to Sukhdeepak sir's starting conversation, he said that if you desire something, universe will provide. So I request you to have the strong intention, and you will start getting the wisdom, direction to behave in a certain manner or act in a certain manner, so that you get rid of this kind of situation if anything happens or arises.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Thank you so much. Let's listen from Abhinav ji, and then we will go back to again Hasina ji.
Good morning. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So it's just one line. First of all, I will answer to Sukhdeepak ji's question, then I will come to this picture. So he says, what is the purpose of your life? So I think my purpose of life is to, when I was thinking from that moment onward, is my purpose of life is to create a space where people live in the space that their life is great. But this is most of the time वो बचपन में खानी थी glass is either half full or glass is half empty. So people don't, maybe we have not learned to live in that, in the space of attitude of gratitude. In case you live in the space of attitude of gratitude, then the life is great. So that is what creates with people around. I see highly accomplished people, and for them glass is half full. So that is what creating a space where people are, people believe that their life is great. So that is the purpose of my life, and I have been doing it. Like I've been doing it always, even with strangers. Now I will come to your question, your picture. Well, what I see in the picture is, two couples singing loudly, dancing, singing, having good time. That is what I see.
And do you resonate in any ways in your life with this picture, sir?
Yes, I'm very fond of singing. So imagine you are with your, imagine you are with your girlfriend, or you are with your wife, or even with your sister, or even with your aunt, or even with your mother, and you're both singing loudly and dancing, twist dancing, especially when you face each other and you're dancing, twisting. So that is what comes to me from this picture.
Great. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much for your thoughts and sharing. Let's go back to Hasina, ma'am. She wants to share something else.
Thanks.
I want to share that another thing that I've done her name Maria, instead of Maria, I have put daughter on my mobile. So it keeps reminding me she is my daughter and she's not Maria. So that has also helped a lot. Another thing I have also reflected that whatever the relationship, I have finding more fault with myself than with her. So I have changed there also. Thank you.
Wonderful. That's another example of possibility seeker. So Hasina ma'am, she asked the question, what else is possible to improve the relationship? And she found that instead of writing the name in mobile as the name of the person, Maria, she changed with the daughter. So that created the more affection, love, compassion.
Absolutely.
So that's a great learning point for all of us. So this is what is the power of empowering morning conversations with Sukhdeepak Malwai. If you keep on attending, you will not know that when you got some clue.
Right.
In your subconscious mind, there'll be some message of finding possibilities, finding happiness, finding what else I can do to become the better version of myself and to contribute to the world. That's the beauty of this empowering morning conversations. So if you're watching this on YouTube, I'll request you to please like, subscribe, and also share with your friends so that more people can join and participate and get benefit of this empowering morning conversations with Sukhdeepak Malwai. So let's listen to Vetri Shanmugam. You wanted to share something and take this conversation forward, Vetriji?
Thank you very much, Kunalji. I thought you are going to introduce the subject. You will introduce the topic.
Well, the topic, I intentionally left it open to all of us to resonate with this picture in our life or with the self-thinking process. And as most of them mentioned that this reflects, there are some conflict, some sort of disagreement, but it's very subjective. How do we perceive this picture and relate with ourselves? The point what I wanted to highlight by sharing this picture with all of us in this room is that our intention of life, our purpose, whatsoever we do have, the biggest roadblocker is something which is not in our control, that is our mind. And Sir has always told that mind, emotion, and body, these three things will always come in between in our journey of life, of achieving the desire and the dream of having life with with the ease, joy, and glory. So if we are aware and if we know that something is happening and I'm not able to manage my mind, while mind is managing me, it has taken over me, then there'll be challenges. So the topic, you can say that it's all about anger and how can we manage the anger in case we feel that it is happening, so that it doesn't stop us in our journey to achieve all of life to be ease, joy, and glory. So over to you, sir.
Thank you very much, Kunalji. That is so profound. If you're okay, we can stop the sharing, screen share. Yeah. It's amazing topic. You put it into a spotlight, Kunalji. We all must look into it very deeply. And from my perception, anger, suddenly when you say anger, it's a negative tool, negative. We should not have it. It spoils a relationship. It spoils a growth. So many things comes, because that is what we are also studying on the power versus force. Anger comes into the kind of against consciousness, like it pulls you into lower emotions and kind of stuff. But if you look into a little deeper, all great people, they say anger is a beautiful tool, provided if you handle it. If you are keeping it in complete control and inside your packet, if you use it when it is required, like in our mythology stories, they comes from Brahmastram or a very powerful tool, you keep it at the backside. When it's rightly required, when the purpose is bigger and it has to be solved with this tool, you take that tool and use it. And we have been told so many stories that that tool comes back and stays with you. If you allow that tool to take over you, then that is a problem. That is what the exact awareness we are working on here. I want you to hear the beauty or the greatness of EMC is we all learned so many things and we all practicing so many stuff. I want you to give a little thought you can share with us. What is your perception about anger? What I told is what I learned and what I just believe. I want you to share with me what is your thought about anger. Because Kunalji creates this topic, creates this discussion with the purpose, because we all must look into this, because we say that we are chosen, we are blessed, we are doing something amazing in the morning. But when we go do mindless anger, then that reflects something else about our character. Of course, we must have gone beyond this emotion, but still I would love to hear from your side. Please go ahead. Yes, Reddy, sir.
Before that, sir, allow me to invite Priya Gupta ji. And I remember when Priya Gupta ji had started attending the Empowering Morning Conversations with all of us, she was in a different mindset, and she had various challenges. But now when I was listening to her yesterday, I was really amazed and happy that she has got a transformation in her thought process. So may I request and invite Priya Gupta ji to share the transformation, what she got by attending Empowering Morning Conversation, especially with the respect to anger. Priya ji.
Hi everyone, thank you, sir. So a lot of things has transformed in my life. First is, I keep on talking my relationship with my dad. That has changed to a level that if I don't talk to him on a daily basis, I feel something is missing. And I miss him so much and he misses me too. So he say to me that I miss you, which he never said before. Maybe I never listened to it. Now I have given my ears, like ma'am says. So that has changed a lot. With respect to my brother, we are having a conversation on a level that we never thought कि ऐसा कुछ होएगा. Like he keeps talking to me about his college. All of that is there.
I think Priyaji, we are not able to listen you.
Am I audible? Am I?
Yeah, it's better now.
And with respect to anger, I have calmed myself down a
Yeah.
lot. There are a lot of
Sorry for interrupting. Can you be little come closer to the mic?
Just a minute.
So
Conan, you are making her angry.
No, it's not like that.
so what Priya was sharing and what I learned from her sharing is that again, I find the element of love and compassion and empathy with his father and brothers. So she shifted her thought process from something to love, compassion, and empathy. And when we do that, automatically the element of anger, which comes from the disliking, etc., fades away. So the learning point for all of us is to introspect, to think, to understand our emotional state at a certain time and understand what exactly triggers me, because you might be aware that certain things which keeps on happening, and as I said, that negativity bombards. So when the negativity is bombarded, something keeps on triggering our mind, and that triggers change our mindset to be in a state to become angry. So when we shift to love, compassion, and empathy, then we find the moment easier. We can manage our mind smartly. And that's what has happened with the Priyaji's case. So over to you, Vetri.
Reddy sir wanted to share something. Sir, go ahead, please.
You asked me about anger. I'll get angry in three types of situations where there are unfulfilled expectations from the other person, then I'll get angry. Then unruly behavior of the other person. Then number three is if they don't accept my way of working, then I get angry. These three I observed, sir. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful, G. Where and all you get angry, you were able to know this. At least earlier, before EMC, we are so attached with the feeling, we don't know when it is coming. Now at least know that where it is coming. Beautiful, beautiful. Thank you very much. I was telling a small sharing with that day also. Says somebody asked me, Vetriji, can you help me on this? Yes, tell me. Tell me how to get angry. Because we need to get angry certain times. Then I told them, I'm very poor at it. That's why I outsourced it to my wife. She's a master of it. That's called outsourcing job. That is just to make you a little laugh. Go ahead. Now, Nitiji, then Priya wanted to say again. Nitiji, go ahead, please.
I'm just looking at this topic from a slightly different angle. Please don't get me wrong. I think you're all talking about that little trigger moment when our own emotions get out of our own hand, our own judgments get out of our own hand, and then the rest happens. So it is just those couple of maybe 1 to 3 seconds of that reactive state that we are talking about. Otherwise, through the rest of the day, we are always interacting. We are taking other people's point of view. We are building bridges. We are closing conversations. We are closing matters. We are starting something new. All of that is happening. So this is just, somewhere, whether it is an internal fatigue or an external fatigue, whatever it is, but there was a 1 to 3 seconds where our emotions get the better of us and the whole thing happens. So it's not something external, it is something totally internal, and that is the most difficult situation to accept and work with. But yes, I think today where I stand, I would say it is all internal. It is all mine. Thank you.
And if you allow, ma'am, can I ask one question that if something of this kind, what you mentioned happens, what do you do and what do you suggest us to do?
Yes, I try and again, beaming is something I very frequently do in a day. And before getting into any kind of a long drawn conversation, I try and beam energy to the situation and then get into the conversation. That helps because that also opens my mind, because the other person can lay a perspective which I have not thought of. So it opens my mind also. That is one thing. Second thing is, I keep saying that we keep asking the same question so many times and sir never gets irritated with us. So that is what I keep reminding myself. I am here to listen. I am here to, if I am here to discuss something, I need to take their view. I need not announce a judgment and close the issue right now. We can always come back and close it again. So I approach it from that angle and I just take what comes. Sometimes it is in the most desirable mode and sometimes it's not in the desirable mode. But then I keep reminding myself my purpose was to get the information and not be impacted by or influenced by the other emotions that were sent across. Only the content was what I was looking for, not the emotions. So I take the content and move on.
I think it's very profound. What I'm getting from Nitishji's sharing is that we all need to be aware of our emotions. And when we are aware that something is triggering me and my emotions might go out of control. And I'm sure you all remember the exercise what Sukdeepak sir has taught us to create or generate the emotion. So we have the power to generate the emotion to counter the emotion of anger as well. So thank you so much, Nitiji. That is what she is doing and managing the moments so beautifully. Vetriji, I think you had invited Priya Gupta to share and then we'll request Mr. Venkatesh ji.
Okay.
Priya ji, please go ahead.
I want to say one thing that we can also generate anger because a lot of times I don't know how to get angry. मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आ रहा है, but I can't show that. So being here in AMC, I learned how to generate anger. That's all I want to say.
I am still unable to listen Priya ji very clearly, so maybe she needs to fix
some audio problem, but I could able to hear. She said she has to learn to generate anger because she needs certain situation to express anger. So what I say is she can take a one-on-one personal coaching to Conan because he is very good at it.
Thank you so much. And I remember Vetriji, Sukdeepak sir has told once, because anger in general considered to be negative emotion. But I was just thinking that if Creator has given this power to become angry, there must be some purpose of this. We become negative and use this anger in a negative way, or we become the victim of this emotional state. So Sukdeepak sir has told once, I remember that he used this anger with a specific purpose to make some benefit out of this, to make a difference. So that's another point we can discuss later on. But today,
beautiful point, Kunalji. Venkatesh, sorry, I just take another 30 seconds. I feel like sharing this. Sorry to make you wait. I feel like telling this after listening to Kunalji. There is a purpose behind anger, and we should know how to use it if it is required. I listen to one small story which I feel like sharing with all our lovely friends. Once there is a sadhu came to that city because he keeps traveling. He's a traveler. Then everybody went and asked Swami, teach me something, give me one advice, something and all. Okay. Then like that, even animals came. One snake came, worshipped the Swami. Swami asked, what do you want? I said, give me advice. Swami said, don't bite people. Okay, Swami, I'll follow this. Because for me, transformation is very important. I take your advice, I follow everything. Okay. Then it went on, finished. After scene 2, Swami is coming back to the city on his return back after a month. While walking, he hears some crying voice from a bush. Then Swami went and saw that the snake is lying down with a lot of wounds and people like with suffering, lot of bleeding, everything. So Swami immediately took the snake and nursed it and asked the snake, hey, what happened to you? You are a very good snake. What happened to you? I followed your advice. What did you do? I didn't bite anybody. People started to play with me. People started to bite with me. It's a lot of bleeding. Swami said, you didn't hear it properly what I told you. What? I told you not to bite, but not to, what do you call, in English word, Nitiji, can you help me? That you can just take and something like that. If you could have able to do that, people will not come to you. But what you did was hiss. I didn't tell you to stop hissing. I told you not to bite, but you can doing hissing when it's required. Then the snake understood, oh my God, this is the lesson I learned. Now I will survive and I will achieve whatever I want. Thank you, Swami. I feel like sharing with you. Thank you for helping me. Go ahead. Your turn.
Hello. About anger, I always believe that anger is within us, and maybe it's good to achieve something, but anger should have its effect and other things. It's no use having anger for no good reason at all. Like your body structure gets you angry. Like when you are hungry, you will be angry more in a hungry situation and all. So while working in Belgaum and staying alone, I used to get angry at evenings whenever I reach home, if somebody calls or whatever. So my wife told me, and also I started stopping on the way and having a puff for vegetable samosa or something and eat and have a Coke or something and keep me in good this thing, then the anger you will not be that angry. The intensity of anger is always on your stomach and other things, and it damages you more than others. Means what happens is you will be living with your anger and your feelings, and that person is unaware of it so many times. Unless it is known to him and it has an impact to change or get something done, it is totally useless. Like even at home, you are the cause of anger, like Vetri shifted the thing, like your wife will be always getting angry with you because you are a source of anger. So it's not that I start it. We say that I don't get angry, I make others angry. Anyhow, it's a good thing. We must have that anger management. It works. Thank you.
Beautiful thought, Venkatesh. And I like the way Venkatesh, whenever he shares, there is a slight humor in it. I enjoy that. Thank you very much, Venkatesh. You also opened another thought, which I would like to feel like sharing. Before that, anybody would like to share something? Near I stand. That quickly I want to share. It's about that placebo effect, or it's about mind over matters, which we have been working for a long time in EMC. If you have a complete control over angry and you're using it properly, then fine. But what happens when you get identified with that, there is a chemical process happens in the body. Each emotion segregates particular chemical hormone in our body that harms like anything. That is the reason for disease. That's the reason for illness. So even without awareness, unconsciously, You get angry, that chemical doesn't know that it starts segregates, and it does its own damage to the body. It could be anything. I can start with my bald head. People can relate with the diabetes. People can relate with obese. Any disease you take, which is something related with the chemical segregated in the body, the reason for that chemical is the emotion, possibly the anger and fear. How dangerous it is. That's the reason why Konanji could have started this discussion. We should have complete awareness about it. I said we should use it to achieve something because we are in the world, we are dealing with a lot of people. We need to, because sometimes people don't take this thing. You can use anger. You can keep anger in your packet, but I tell you, my friends, take it very seriously. You should have complete control over it. It is like a hot iron. You should have a gloves to hold it. Otherwise, you will burn your hand. Handling hot part. If you know how to handle it, you are going to use it. That is tough. And it seems it is time. Let's close the session. And before closing, I would love to hear Sayari from Konanji. And thank you, Konanji, on behalf of everyone. Beautiful discussion. And you raised awareness. Gopalji, you want to say something?
Yeah, what you mentioned about it, once you know how to control the anger, there's no more anger, what you are talking about is assertiveness. That's why in management now assertiveness training is going on. Because anger releases that chemical, harmful chemical, which you want to avoid. Manage that emotion of anger, you have assertiveness. You assert, you won't. That's what it is. Use it as assertiveness instead of anger.
Beautiful explanation, Kovaji. That is what the mother is doing to the kid now. She seems to be Patragali, but there is no little bit of negative thing in her because she is doing it for kids' development. Otherwise, the kid won't listen. It is called assertiveness. We can take it that way. There is no anger in it. We have to shift it to that level. Thank you, Gopalji. It is like always you hit the 6 in the last one.
And you do a lot of work, as you said, everything is your transformation. So you apply your mind that I will not get angry, whatever happens today.
Wow.
It works,
Yeah.
Take one by one and do that.
Yeah. Amazing. I remember a book title I went to read. It's a very famous book. You can see in Amazon or other stuff. The title goes this way: You can't hurt me.
Yeah, exactly.
If we are at that stage, it's beautiful. No, you try your level best, but still I can give you only love.
Exactly. That is true.
Thank you very much, Kovaji. You just gave us a very big light on this topic. Thank you for your contribution. Over to you, Konanji. With your side, we'll close the session. We have passed for 15 minutes overboard. Yeah.
Thank you, Gopalji. But before we close, I will request all, if you want to share something, the platform is open. You can unmute yourself, come on camera and share your thoughts, because as you know, this is Empowering Morning Conversations. So it is a conversation. And if you have some thoughts before we close, you can share. I can see a new name here, Shanti Sambandam. I have not met before this gentleman or lady. If you are listening my voice and if you want to share something, Shanti, can we know more about you?
Could I have unmuted. Could you hear me, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Actually, this link was given me by my nephew, who is attending your classes regularly. He is Mr. Sai Prabhu. He has given me your link. I just want to know what is the discussion is about. So I have joined this, and I was very much benefited by all the discussions that are going on. And
Great.
thank you very much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thanks for your presence. Thanks for your attendance. And I request you to keep on coming. The session is taken by Sukdeepak Malwai, who has experience of more than 40 years of transforming people. So that will be a great benefit to you. So my laptop has some issue now, running out of power. So we'll close the session today with the Shairi. Arz kiya hai, and Nitiji, I'll request you to translate if you can quickly. Arz kiya hai ki
Sorry, friends, they will get that tomorrow as a bonus. Today, the technology didn't help us to hear the Sairi. It's wonderful day, and we are happy to hear all the wonderful people. Yes, Kamalji, you want to say something? Yes.
Yeah. To close with the Shairi only.
Yes, please go.
Okay. So one thing which comes in my mind is just to speak when the argument happen, just to clear the doubts. और जो शायरी में कहना चाहता हूँ वो ये था कि खामोश सा शहर और गुफ्तगू की आरजू, खामोश सा शहर और गुफ्तगू की आरजू, हम किससे करे बात, कोई बोलता ही नहीं. आप कोई ट्रांसलेट कर देगा तो सही है, अदरवाइज.
वाह, wonderful. And
Kamal sir, एक बार और repeat कीजिए please. एक बार और repeat कीजिए.
Okay, can you please translate it?
That I'm not too sure.
अच्छा, खामोश सा शहर और गुफ्तगू की आरजू, हम किससे करे बात, कोई बोलता ही नहीं.
I can try.
Please go ahead, Hassanaji.
Can I repeat?
Now give me the first line and I will translate one line at a time.
Okay. खामोश सा शहर और
the city is very quiet.
और गुफ्तगू की आरजू,
and everybody wishes to talk. They want to have conversation.
हम किससे करे बात, कोई बोलता ही नहीं.
With whom can I talk? Nobody is talking.
Thank you, Sir.
Punenji, please come on stage.
Thank you so much. Sorry, I got my laptop issue.
मतलब आपका भी लैपटॉप के पावर चला जाता है, मतलब it is very
yeah, I need your attention and अर्ज किया है कि काम करो ऐसा कि एक पहचान बन जाए, काम करो ऐसा कि एक पहचान बन जाए, हर कदम ऐसा चलो कि निशान बन जाए, हर कदम ऐसा चलो कि निशान बन जाए, यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, यहाँ जिंदगी तो हर कोई काट लेता है, जिंदगी जियो इस कदर के मिसाल बन जाए, जिंदगी जियो इस कदर के मिसाल बन जाए. And this is what Sundipat sir wanted to tell us with having a purpose in our life, so that we live a life and create an impression so powerful that we feel proud when we leave this world. So this is what my take, Vetraji. Back to you.
Amazing, Kunenji. Two things. Thank you very much for beautiful side.
It's
and
not
also
only amazing, it's powerful.
Powerful, and also your commitment. Even laptop trained with power. You are coming on mobile and want to share to this community.
Yes.
You are a big gift. You are a big magic. You are a big contribution to the group, Kunenji. Thank you very much for that, and love you all. Thank you very much. Let us go back to our own lives, enter into the field, and just watch where the anger comes, and are you in control of it, or it is controlling you? With this thought, let's close the day. Thank you very much.
God bless everyone. Have a happy
Thank
day.
you. Stay blessed all.